from Southern Maryland's weather leader. This is a JB Weather Alert.
And good afternoon, everyone. I'm forecaster John Bordash with you, still here in the JB Weather Center, continuing to track these dangerous storms. They continue to move into parts of our region. We do now have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning in effect for southern parts of Charles County, as well as northwestern portions of St. Mary's County. This goes until 6:30. This is the southernmost orange polygon here, so this includes areas south of Newburgh down towards Cobb Island, as well as areas near Chaptico, Bushwood Avenue, on over towards Leonardtown, Loveville, Morganza, and getting near the Hollywood area. We've seen this pretty strong storm that has moved out of the Colonial Beach area that produced a lot of lightning moving across the Potomac River now, getting into parts of Charles County, and then crossing the Wicomico River, getting into parts of St. Mary's County. And these storms are all continuing here to push towards the east. This entire line continues to push towards the east, and we still have that severe thunderstorm warning on up towards the north for portions of northern St. Mary's County, parts of southern Charles County, as well as parts of Calvert County. Again, that one goes here until 6:15 as well. As I continue to show you what the latest storm timing looks to be with these storms, and we are moving with this storm at about 21 miles here to the northeast. Let me go ahead and get a storm track loaded on this if it wants to work. We know how this has been going for me so far today, and there we go. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get a storm track loaded on this. And if we push this here to the northeast at about 21 miles an hour, we'll say that's good enough. This gives you a general idea here of what storm timing could be with this storm over the next hour or so. Moving into the Mechanicsville area just about now, you're probably already seeing the heavy rain and those gusty winds along with that lightning. Getting into the Hollywood area here in about the next 15 minutes or so, getting over towards California in about the next 20 minutes, getting towards Solomons and Lesby, as well as the Chesapeake Range Estates here over the next 30 to 45 minutes. These storms continue to track towards the east at a pretty good clip, and we are seeing plenty of lightning here really going on here over towards the Chaptico area. We are estimating winds upwards of 60 miles an hour with this storm being reported really within those areas you see there shaded in red. That's where we're looking at the heaviest rain and likely seeing some of those strongest winds as this continues here to move towards the east. So any interest here in any of these areas shaded in orange, you should be moving indoors, taking cover, and just getting away from windows as these storms pass on through. Let me read you the latest text here from the National Weather Service on what this warning details. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern St. Mary's County, south central Charles County here until 6:30. A severe thunderstorm was located near Colonial Beach at 5:46, moving northeast at about 20 miles an hour. The main hazards with this would be 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail, upwards of 1 inch or so. This is all radar indicated at the moment. Damaging winds within the storm will cause some damage to trees and large branches, and this could enter those outdoors, as well as some damage to homes and vehicles. So roadways could become blocked by those downed trees, and localized power outages are possible. We've seen that with this line of storm so far today. We have up over 4,000 customers without power in parts of western Charles County as these storms blasted through parts of Indian Head, Pittsburgh, down towards the Nanjemoyne area. Locations impacted include, but are not limited to, Leonardtown, Sheridan Point, St. Clements Bay, on over towards the Wicomico River, Mechanicsville, Cobb Island, Rock Point, Bushwood, Clemens, Issue, Tompkinsville, Able, Chaptico, Sandgates, Swan Point Avenue, Loveville, Oakley, Morganza, and Compton. And you're going to want to move into an interior room on the lowest level of your home. We're not talking about a tornado potential with this, but we are talking again about those damaging gusty winds upwards of 60 miles an hour that we are getting some indications through our radar data that this storm could potentially be producing. Let me take you on over here. Let me switch scenes here. This is a look at our power outage situation. So again, SMECO's estimating upwards of 4,200 customers without power right now. We see those power outages all through the Port Tobacco area, near Welcome, Hilltop, on over towards Nanjemoyne, on up towards Indian Head, and on over there towards Islands Fresh as well. Taking a look at some of our latest traffic cameras, I'm going to take a look at the Leonardtown camera here. This is taking a look at Maryland 5 at 2:43 here. You can see, it's hard to see, but we do have some darkening skies here off in the distance. If we take a look at some of our other cameras here, see if we can see these storms beginning to move in. Let's take a look at the Solomon's Bridge camera. And not seeing too much at the moment. We don't have that many traffic cameras around our region, so it's kind of hard to capture all of this, but I'm sure if you're on up towards the Chaptico area, Loveville, Bushwood, Morganza, Mechanicsville, you're seeing quite the light show, I'm sure, with the heavy rain and those gusty winds continuing to move on through. Really now beginning to enter into parts of Leonardtown, on over towards Hollywood, moving into Loveville, eventually here getting on over towards California as well as these continue to move eastward. So continue to keep that in mind as these storms continue to move eastward, parts of really southern St. Mary's County, southern parts of Calvert County. You'll be getting in on these storms as well here, probably over the next half hour to 45 minutes. We're going to continue to watch for this potential as well. We'll take a look at those potential velocity scans, see if we are looking at any rotation where that would be, and I'm not seeing any rotation with these storms. Which is good news. I will continue to watch that potential with these storms, but I'm not too worried about that potential across our region today. It really will just be, all this lightning and that damaging wind threat. We're registering up over 150 strikes of lightning now within the last 20 minutes. So we're going to continue to watch this potential and watch as these continue to move eastward. Any interest there along the Patuxent River over the next half hour, you're going to want to stay weather aware as these continue to push eastward. Stay with JB Weather on Facebook and on Twitter for the latest information, and I'll continue to keep you updated. If we get any new warnings, I'll go ahead and come back live here for you. Any new warnings, come back live here with you and break it down, tell you what we're looking at. But in the meantime, I'm forecaster John Bordash. Thank you so much for joining me right now, and I'm sure we'll be talking again soon as these storms continue to push eastward through the region.
Check the forecast anytime online at jbweather.net.